Want to talk Moon Knight?
Moon Knight, let's go.
This one you were excited about.
I'm kind of excited because like how yesterday we were talking about Miss Marvel and how it depicts like a Pakistani girl and like how she's going through in her lifetime. It kind of reminds me of my friend Iman, who does her art pieces because she's Yemenis and she's also American born. So it kind of reminds me of her personal story. Like they can't balance their life in the US and their motherland, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Because like if you're in the US, you look like this Middle Eastern race.
Yeah.
But when you go to that Middle Eastern country, you're just American. So I kind of like see that story. Now the storyline of Miss Marvel kind of grew on me, but I still think that costume looks ugly. But I think Moonlight can do it so much better.
Okay. Well, we'll see. As for trailers go, I thought it was meh.
The new trailer kind of destroyed the first trailer. I like the first trailer a lot.
What did you like about the first one?
So basically, if you guys are not familiar with Moon Knight is a new comic book hero. Basically, he has schizophrenia. And
he has dissociative identity disorder.
Never mind.
Similar.
It's similar. It's like a different...
he becomes another person, essentially.
Yeah, so basically... they explained that, and I like that because in the trailer it has like 3 different voices. So there's one where he's a taxi cab driver, one where he's a scaredy cat, and then the last one is more like the villainous anti-hero that we're looking for. And I kind of like that idea, and I think they can execute it well because Moon Knight is Egyptian, right?
I believe so.
So he's an Egyptian god that basically invades his body. And I think they can do it way better than Miss Marvel.
Well, it's I see more genuine excitement for Moon Knight than I do for... like I said, I don't have as much of a connection to these Marvel characters as I do...
I think it's going to do so much better than Miss Marvel.
I do too. We've got more to talk about with that tomorrow. There's other stuff that's going in this. By the way, we're in Podluck now. We are in Podluck now. So it says in the trailer, Isaac, star of Dune, in the Star Wars sequel trilogy. That's not his fault, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Makes his Marvel Cinematic Universe debut as the titular Moon Knight, otherwise known as his alter ego, Mark Spector. It's just like, the thing is, when it comes to these Marvel trailers, they're all kind of the same thing now. It says, when fans are first introduced to the character, it appears he'll be working at in a museum that houses ancient Egyptian artifacts and going by Steven as an alias of Spectre's in the comics. As the trailer goes on, Isaac's Spectre becomes increasingly unhinged as he begins to see visions of supernatural phenomena occurring all around him. It reminded me of like the movie Split. In the movie, the other one, Unbreakable, Split, and then I forget what the third one. You know, that trilogy of movies.
Yeah,
from
it was a good trilogy.
It reminded me of Split, but the actor's good.
Also, do you think this movie is going to make like...
I think it's a show, right?
TV show, my bad.
It's a show.
Basically, like, you know how you told me he has the identity disorder? Right now, TikTok has like this new trend where like people who have that disorder are making it more trendier. So do you think it's going to make people...
I don't buy anybody on TikTok talking about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's like one person where... I forgot what her name is, but she has like 7 different personalities, and they keep on calling... they call themselves the unit. They're like, I'm the caretaker of the unit. And then the new, like her new personality that appeared said, I'm new, I don't know what's my role, but I'm here. And then there's another guy, I forgot what his name is, but he has like 3 main ones. One of them is a female who's like more fun, but she disappears, and basically the protector comes in and goes like, she put a jalapeno pepper in the eye. Thanks a lot, Annie.
It sounds like they're like it just like I hesitate to think anything that serious being talked about on TikTok is real.
But do you think like a show like this will make it vamp up higher, make it more popular? Because Matt Walsh talked about it, and he's
what did he say?
He said, I don't think these people understand it. People do suffer from this disorder, but people who are on TikTok are kind of lying about it.
Well, they want attention. Using it for views.
They're using it as for attention and views, like you said. Also, like they're reenacting it like similar how the movies are, because the movies, you can't portray that illness that well.
Yep. DID is very rare. The disorder affects between 0.01 and 1% of the population.
Yeah.
And those people there's enough of them to just be making trends on TikTok. I don't
know. It's just weird because like
I'm just also ghoulish and jaded and I have a hard time believing it's just such a rare thing. Like that, what I knew about the condition was next to nothing except for that it's extremely, extremely rare.
Well, for me, like how Matt Walsh described it, that's why I said schizophrenia, which is not the right term. Sorry
it's
about
not the same thing. Yeah,
it's not. But like he explained it like that. It's kind of like you're schizophrenic.
Yep.
Like, because like you basically like freak out and turn into a different personality.
Yep. So it says a big staple of Moon Knight's characters is mental illness. Spectre suffers from dissociative identity disorder, typically switching between the aliases of Mark Spector, the former mercenary Stephen Grant, and a billionaire businessman Jack Lockley, a taxi cab driver, though a few others have made like occasional appearances.
Yeah, so the taxi driver one, he has the British accent.
Yep. So
that's how we heard it in the first trailer. He's like in the beginning.
Yep. So in the comics, the character's first appearance, it was Werewolf 32. This is one of those things where the trailer is supposed to make it spooky, and I don't buy Marvel doing spooky.
I don't think it's going to be spooky unless they do it in the first episode, because like in the trailer when we saw it, like basically the Egyptian god is like stalking him throughout the museum.
Yeah.
Like the little Easter egg where like you can see in the mirror reflection there's like eyes that are following him that are glowing. So I think they can do that in the first episode, but then after that just make it whatever you want to make it.
It's just going to feel like Marvel. I know what it is. It's going to feel like a Marvel television show. I'll probably enjoy this more than I'll enjoy Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Well, I don't know. For me, I'm more excited for this
one. Yeah,
one.
no, that's good. But that's good. It's good. We should be excited for different things.
I'm really excited for this one. Miss Marvel is kind of letting me down, and I didn't think they will make it until like you told me, oh yeah, they're still making it. And I'm like, why?
So we'll see. I mean, a lot of people compare him to Batman. I mean, that's only in the vaguest sense of the term.
It's not Batman.
He kind of sort of looks like Batman from behind if you see him with a cape on. That's about it.
No, you know what he reminds me of? You know the DC character, the girl that has that necklace that gives her like all the powers of each animal she summons?
Oh, Vixen.
Vixen, basically, like it kind of reminds me of that.
Right? Vixen, right?
Yeah, it's Vixen. It kind of reminds me of that because like it's not summoning it, but like basically he gets like different personalities and they have different techniques.
Yeah.
But for her, she has like this magical necklace that gives her the powers.
There was I think that was Vixen, right?
Yeah, it is Vixen.
Okay.
She has a cartoon movie.
There was on
HBO Max.
On HBO Max. There was the Perch did a video about how like when you really think about it, Vixen is like the most overpowered character. It's like she could destroy Superman if she wanted to.
If she wanted to, but it's just funny because there was a scene in Justice League because she's in there a little bit, and like she like ripped up concrete.
Yeah. Yep.
For a little bit, but she used a Jaguar, and I was like, why?
Yep. That character's awesome.
She is.
So we'll see. What I like about these shows, oddly enough, I'm less the ones that I'm less interested in. I have less emotional investment in.
Yeah.
Therefore, if they're bad, whatever. But if they're good, fantastic.
We did it.
Yeah, exactly. Fantastic. So.
Well, I'm just scared because like, are they gonna make it really like preachy because like it's talking about Egypt?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I would be more worried about that in Miss Marvel or Ironheart.
Do you think they're doing that for only the female shows? They're making all the female characters really bad on purpose, so we're more excited for the male characters.
No, I
think it's a secret agenda.
I don't think they're that smart. I don't think they're
that
diabolical. No.
Are you sure it's Disney? They're like, we need more people to buy our male superhero comic books.
Then just make those. I think that, remember, the future is female. Future is female.
Well, okay, whatever. I don't like that statement.
No,
I don't like that statement.
Nobody does, but the most weirdly, overtly feminist people that, who cares? We're fine. We're about to get canceled.
We are. Watch, we barely got 7K subscribers, and we're barely canceled.
They're like, you're screwed because you think that the future should be both men and women and not just women.
Well, because it takes two to tango. Remember that.
We need to put that on a shirt. Remember, or it takes two to tango. Remember that. And then down here in the little line it says Miracle Sam.
No, but how the phrase is, if Jessica's watching this, the phrase, what I just said, remember, it takes two to tango. And the timestamp is January 19, 2022.
Okay.
But
quoting you.
Yeah.
Let's talk manga piracy. This was a funny article. Your little floaty box is going to be blocking most of this article.
Haha.
But
I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry for people who like to read along us. I'm blocking it because
it's stupid Anime News Network with their stupid left side article. There's probably a way to fix that.
But Brett's favorite news article website.
Yes. So do you want to just explain what happened with this one?
So basically, don't do this. Don't sail the high seas, you guys.
You should never be a pirate.
But yeah, Andrew and I were talking about it, but because like these mangas and comic books companies, they have their own websites where you can read it, but they tend to cost a little bit much. They almost cost about the same.
You mean digital viewing?
Yeah.
Oh,
because that's how a lot of people read their mangas. Like if they don't have time to go to their local bookstore, you can buy it online. And like
Webtoon here or
Webtoon is
Comixology.
Webtoon is for free, but if you want to read like the next
but Comixology is paid for, right? You have to pay for.
Yeah, you have to pay for the whole thing, but Webtoon is free. But if you want to read the newest chapters, they give you free three new chapter updates, but you have to pay like $5, I think.
Okay. Well, they're monetizing. And so
that's
people
how
are just like, we're gonna.
That's how you do it, but you didn't hear it here, but there are websites for it that you can read it in other countries. I tried it.
There's bays of pirates and pirates of bays where you should never go.
Yeah,
Very
don't
bad.
do the pirate's life. The pirate's life is not for you.
It's not for you, matey.
Yo ho.
Yo ho ho. So it says, is it Sankai?
Sankai, yeah.
Sankai, yeah. Mm-hmm. News reported on Saturday that according to the Authorized Books of Japan, ABJ.
No, it's not Kai, it's Ki. You were right. Sorry. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
You're supposed to know this stuff.
Sorry, I shook my head.
You're the manga head here.
I'm sorry, I shook my head too hard.
I'm going to make your name Manga Head. That's going to be your character's name will be Manga Head.
It's just one big book.
Yes.
Okay.
Sankai News reported on Saturday that according to the Authorized Books of Japan, ABJ, a Tokyo-based association working to crack down on pirated manga piracy cost the industry a total of 1.19 trillion yen. Mm-hmm. That's about 8.76 billion in the U.S. Mm-hmm. Holy crap. In 2021 alone. This represents a sharp increase of 4.8 times over the past 2 years. While official sales only increased by 1.6 times over the same period, or 612 billion yen, or 5.33 billion, according to the Research Institute. So 5.33 billion in manga sales.
Yeah.
Take note, industries.
Yeah, it's like really bad because like you can find these websites. Like there's multiple websites where you can find these mangas.
No, but I'm saying 5.3 billion in sales.
Yep.
That's insane.
They produce a lot. Like my favorite basically my favorite magazine where they have like mangas for you, like basically it's like a weekly subscription. It's called Shonen Jump, and like it's a huge ass book. Yeah. But they have like mangas like that are newly updated, so you get like the new manga series for any series you want. Okay. And like they tell you about like what's coming up soon, and then like you get free posters out of it too. Yeah. But it's a huge ass book.
And that's how often?
I don't remember because like
not weekly for something that big. Monthly?
I think it's weekly/monthly.
Oh, wow.
It depends sometimes, but you can buy it at 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven's really good at Japan. Like, it's super good.
7-Eleven is very good. We'll put that on a t-shirt, too. 7-Eleven is very good at Japan.
No, it is. Like, have you ever been to Japan when you used to tour around the world? No. Okay, so basically, they had 3 convenience stores, 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and Lotteria. Not Lotteria, Lawson's, my bad. It starts with an L. But basically, I love the 7-Eleven one because they have a bunch of things that you'll never discover in the US 7-Eleven.
Like what?
So they have better food quality, which is surprisingly good. Like you can buy basically a whole week's of groceries in that 7-Eleven. And then they have book stands there, and that's where you can find these mangas.
So not just magazines, books.
You can find a bunch of mangas. You can buy it there if you're too lazy to go to your local bookstore, but I do recommend buying the mangas like digital or book format because you have the media in your hand.
Yeah, I would always prefer to get the physical copy.
Also, it supports the artist too because, again, we mentioned this before, like manga writers and artists, they have the hardest time because they're underpaid and they get rushed and basically get worked to death because they have to produce like the new series out.
Isn't it always funny that like when we I see so many things on Instagram and social media about how like you get worked to death here in America? I'm like, you ain't seen nothing. Like,
I know.
Like, yeah, that's what I always think of whenever I see those things about how you just work to death and then you die here.
Well, also, I feel like foreign countries, like it's kind of like a big no-no. Like it's hard for people to leave work. Like they have to wait for whoever's going to leave first. And it's like
but here it's all about work-life balance, and everyone's talking about work-life, and they demonize people who work hard, like, oh, you just all you care about is work, or like.
I feel bad because right now I kind of feel that because now I'm dating somebody, and like, most of the time my work does absorb my life, and I do feel bad, and I know I should manage that better, but. Again, I need to work to survive.
Yep, you got to work. So it says, according to ABJ, there are now approximately 900... What?
I just think that title's funny because it reminds me of Asian Baby Girl.
That's a G, not a J.
I know. I'm dyslexic.
Okay. According to the ABJ, there are now approximately 900 manga piracy websites. The group investigated the 10 most popular sites and found that the total number across the years was 3.676 billion, a 2.5 times increase over the past 2 years. The ABJ only calculated loss of revenue through the number of page views through the websites, not counting downloads. This is one of those funny ones that I was thinking about. Like, just because somebody pirated it does not mean you lost money. Yeah. That person was likely never going to buy what you were selling. It doesn't necessarily equate to lost money.
That's true, but also I love it how, because Webtoon also is like a victim to this kind of crime, and like Webtoon, they make it a big thing. So like their first page that they have, I'm not saying I've seen this, but it does exist. Their first page, they said, please do not pirate this. Yeah. And it's still pirated.
Yeah, of course. Yep. Ironic.
Because smartphones allow you to screenshot.
Yep. So this article goes on, but I thought that number was incredible.
Yeah.
Like, that's an insane. Like, we think about piracy here in America. Like, we talked about it a little bit when Spider-Man came out, because we've been talking about the difference between day and date releases from movies, like where they come out on HBO Max and then in the theaters, because the second that there's a version up on HBO Max, there's a clean copy on the high seas instantly. So it's still an issue here, but not the same as something like this. That number was just staggering to me.
Yeah. So, but which one do you think is really bad? The movie ones or like comic book ones? I
would guess that. Are we talking here?
Yeah, here in America.
Then the movie ones are getting pirated far more frequently. Clearly over there, far more frequently being pirated is the comics and the mangas. Here, if they're, I would guess that a lot of the people that pirate here in comics or in mangas are people who can't get physical copies.
No, because like, and it's also hard because usually they don't do the English translations until like weeks after.
Okay.
So the people who do pirate, they do the translations for the companies.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So like they actually do hire it, because I was looking at some of the websites. Don't pirate, you guys. Don't do the high seas. But I do see it. Like they have a bunch of Discord channels where like they gather a group and they basically like do word for word sentences, how to translate it and make it make sense. And then they have another team that basically does the coloration. It's like a whole operating team, and some of them don't get paid for this. They do it out of love for the comic book.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So they do like the whole thing. Like they make it look professional, and then they have another person who uploads it.
Yeah. Wow.
But sometimes it's like two people that do it just out of the love for the comic book,
because they love what they're doing. And they love the entire industry. That's crazy.
Yeah, and they even I tend to read like the adult ones, and they know how to do drawings, and they airbrush it too. Again,
nice
don't sail the high seas, you guys.
Yes. So I just want to read this last passage.
Go
here.
ahead.
It says Manga Bank emerged as a leading manga pirate website in Japan after the closure of the Japanese language manga piracy site Magamura. In April 2018, Romi Hashino, aka Zakei Romi, the alleged administrator of the Magamura, was sentenced in June to 3 years in prison, a fine of 10 million yen, and an additional fine of 62 million yen. The latter is based on the 62 million yen in revenue that Hoshino earned from the site and deposited into a foreign bank account. So likely crypto down, or had like a tip box on there or something like that.
Yeah.
So it says, so there's just a crazy amount of piracy going on there. So please buy your media when you buy it. Like,
buy it, or like if you
support those artists any way you can.
You can support them like buying merchandise too. Like that's where I spend most of my money. I usually, if I really like the series, I'll buy merchandise.
Yep.
That's by them, or like also there's like a bunch of women who like buy multiples of everything. I'm not saying do that, but they're still supporting their favorite artists in a certain way.
It's sort of like how are these creators supposed to know that they should keep making it if you don't actually purchase what you need?
Well, some of them actually like making it, but I know like
you know what I'm saying, right? Like as a business, they need to know to keep making it by showing that it's financially beneficial to do so.
I don't know. Well, I feel like Japan is just screwed over with their whole like digital media, like their mangas and animes series. Basically, they're getting screwed over. They're not paid as much, even though that's the highest amount of entertainment they have.
Yeah.
But I still don't know. Maybe one day it might change.
Take some time.
Because I know, like, have you been to Akihabara?
No.
Oh my God. We need to take you there.
No.
Because,
No.
Why?
I have no idea. Keep going.
Why? They have this famous building. I love going to this building because it has a bunch of claw machines, but it's that famous building that says Sega on it.
Oh, okay.
They're planning to close down all their arcades there in Akihabara because, like, ever since the pandemic, like, nobody's going out there anymore.
Yeah. Dang.
But basically we have to go before they close all of them. So come on, Brett, let's spend a little bit of money to go there.
Let's do that.
Yeah, but also it helps. I don't know how much their profits go to merchandise, but I like collecting a lot of merchandise. So if anybody wants to send me any of their favorite mangas or like anime series, I would love to do a review on it.
There you go.
We might share things in common. I like a lot of shonens.
Okay.
Because violence is great.
Who doesn't love violence, right?
That's true.
Okay. Let's talk Olivia Culpo.
Oof.
The last one.
Boobies.
Olivia Culpo taunts American Airlines with Delta flight in another similarly risque outfit. Sports Illustrated swimsuit model is in Cabo with her sister Aurora and her boyfriend Christian McCaffrey. But that's not the funny part about this. Olivia Culpo was determined to keep her personal style. For those of you who don't know, Olivia Culpo is like a fashion influencer, I found out, and she won Miss Universe in 2012. Has anybody ever seen the meme? It says like 76 Miss Universe pageants, Earth 76, the rest of the universe 0.
Yeah.
Because everyone who's ever won a Miss Universe has been from the Earth. Come on, that's funny. Laugh, people, laugh.
Huh.
Thank you. On Monday, the former Miss Universe touched down at LAX in Los Angeles after a near week-long trip to Cabo San Lucas with her sister Aurora and her boyfriend Christian McCaffrey. The Sports Illustrated swimsuit model was spotted wearing a similar outfit to the one that she wore headed to her destination, which American Airlines repeatedly deemed inappropriate. This time, the 20-year-old rocked a high-waisted lime green leggings with a matching... What do you call that?
Sports
a sporty bralette? Does that mean
No,
sports
it's a bra? It's a sports bra.
Okay.
Why is it called a bralette?
I have no idea. That showed off her sculpted figure. She does have a sculpted figure, ladies
Yeah,
and
you
gentlemen.
can see that like V-line.
Look at that. Yes, exactly. It's noted that for Culpo's return, she took a Delta flight. So
Delta is pretty cheap if you don't go to Spirit.
Yeah. So she's like, screw you, American Airlines. Previously, Culpo almost missed her flight to Paradise after American Airlines took issue with her outfit. According to Culpo's siblings, she was boarding her flight to Cabo when she was told to, quote, put a blouse on.
Wait, why is everybody being crude now?
What's funny is, like, I was thinking about, like, America. For all we talk about the degeneracy of society, we're somehow more conservative now than we were. We just talked about Britney Spears yesterday, and Britney Spears, from the start of her career, never wore a shirt that was anywhere near the top of her belly button. Mm-hmm. So what is this?
Also, her time was during the time when everybody thought a belly button piercing was cute.
Well, that has nothing to do. You're still showing your belly button.
Mm-hmm.
So, so she can't wear her belly button showing? I mean, come on, dude.
But it's not showing. I think people are intimidated because she has that sharp V line.
She's in really good shape, as you would expect. It says, Olivia and I are going to Cabo, and look at her outfit, Aurora said on Instagram while showing off Culpo's attire, which consisted of a black biker shorts and a comfy black they say bralette again, and a black cover-up.
Maybe it's just a fancy way to say it.
She looks cute. She looks appropriate. No. They call her up to the desk and tell her that she needs to put a blouse on, otherwise she can't get on the plane. My God, these people. Aurora continued, tell me that's not so effed up, American Airlines. I love you so much. Please get me to Cabo. Okay, it's weird that you love an airline, but what can I say? Mm-hmm. Yep, so it says in a follow-up video taken from the airport, Aurora showed off another passenger who was wearing a similar... what the frick is an athleisure outfit? I guess it's like athletic leisure.
Yeah.
To Cabo. That's weird.
Welcome to Lululemon attire.
I made a Lululemon joke yesterday.
Yeah, because I was wearing gray leggings, and he made fun of me.
It was a joke.
I know. He said, "Get your Lululemons off my bed."
That's weird, the passenger said about the fuss over the model's look. The model ended up wearing McCaffrey sweatshirt. Aurora later shared a photo of McCaffrey struggling to stay warm on the plane in just a t-shirt. So she took her boyfriend's jacket, and then he had to freeze because it's our job as men to suffer.
I don't like that. You can wear layers.
It says she captioned her Instagram story, when you freeze because your lady's dress is inappropriate AF. Exactly how Jack from the Titanic died. Aurora trolled the airlines when she shared a screenshot from a website consisting of similar clothing Olivia was wearing. Get kicked off American Airlines starter kit, she joked. Mm-hmm. As the three landed in Mexico, Culpo assured her followers that she was dressed back in her risque athleisure outfit and gave Christian back his clothes. Well, now it's warm. They're in Mexico. He doesn't need the clothes back now. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. I don't know.
Logic doesn't exist with these people.
I just love that she's trolling the airline and getting away with it. Mm-hmm. So, but it is weird to me that society seems to care as much in an age. Then again, maybe not. I never flew with anyone wearing a belly shirt back in 1996. So maybe they did.
I wore a tank top, and when I was younger, it was like very low cut, but nobody cared about that.
So maybe they did care back then, and I'm just misremembering because I was younger, mm-hmm. right? I don't know.
Well, also maybe because the coof was here, and people are afraid she might get sick.
Oh my God!
I don't know.
No, please.
Conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theory. I don't know. I thought it was a funny story because I like the idea that she's trolling the airline, and then, votes with her wallet and takes a different airline back. Mm-hmm. Good. That's how you make changes, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know.
So, you gonna wear that outfit when you fly?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I do have. Did I wear the bright pink leggings? Yeah, I have. I have a matching top with it.
Okay. Well, you can do that next time you fly. When you and Charlie go somewhere next, you can troll the airline.
Our next destination is not the U.S. Wink, wink.
I don't know what that means.
Well, because you remember what happened, and we're trying to not tell people where we're going, so people don't track us.
Makes perfect sense.
Because Timcast, apparently everybody's tracking us now.
Yes. So, but you're gonna fly somewhere someday, and you control the airlines yourself.
Well, I just don't care anymore because now they want passports if I'm negative or positive, and I'm like, why? I'm giving you money.
Yep, you're giving them money. So
stop spending my money.
I just thought that article was funny. I myself don't get the opportunity to dress risque when I go flying. I don't have the body for it. So
yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I'll give Brett a bralette, like how this article says.
Perfect.
I think we're the same chest size, right?
That sounds about right. Yeah. I mean, depends on whether no.
You're like, it depends whether it's morning time or night time.
Exactly. This is that time of the month again.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I thought that was a funny story. Miracle, that was so much fun.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Today was a little bit slower paced, a little bit more laid back. Tomorrow we will have Hannah Claire back on the show. That will be good. Are you excited?
Yeah, because we got a little bit longer, but also I don't feel like our energy drinks are helping me. They made me yawn even more.
You got to do better, man. You got to be. I love talking about this stuff, and you're always like, I like it, but yeah.
Well, for me, I felt like the energy drink that we're drinking, Rowdies, we're not sponsors.
That was a horrible attempt at advertising.
I know. Rowdies energy drink.
No.
It's sugar free. I don't think they're helping me. They make me more tired.
I don't think that's a real thing.
No, Sarah Noble, our coworker, she said the same thing. She was asking around the office, like, does this make you more tired? And I was like, yes. And she's like, I don't know what's happening because, like, they advertise as an energy drink. If anybody wants to recommend an energy
you
drink,
are oh, okay. I was like, oh, if anybody wants to sponsor us, like you're constantly whoring yourself out for sponsors.
No, I was like, if you want to recommend an energy drink that actually
just get
helps,
a damn Monster if you're going to drink an energy
but
drink.
that makes me too jittery, and then I feel like my heart is about to explode.
So you eat before you drink it.
I did eat before I drank this, and I felt more sleepy.
You make everything too complicated.
My life is complicated,
Yes,
bro.
it is. All right, Miracle, why don't you go ahead and let everyone know your social media so they know where to find you?
I don't have social media because it rots your brain.
That was your best one yet.
Oh, it did?
That was your best one yet.
Oh, because I did over.
That was my favorite
Oh,
one.
watch us tomorrow do
Depends on what time we record.
That's true. We're gonna be executed again, and Luke is gonna kick our asses.
No.
I don't know.
Maybe not. Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.